What's going on, guys? Ocean Super here, back with another video. We got something special for you today. What we got in front of me is a 2023 KTM RC390 ready to race edition. Wow, this thing, it looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If you've seen my previous video, one of my previous videos talking about the 400 class, you know I did not have very many nice things to say about it, but a very good friend of mine wants to change my mind a little bit, and so he has graciously allowed me to take this thing out to do a test ride and review for you guys today. So let's see, 365 pounds wet, 43 horsepower, 27 foot-pounds of torque. This thing's definitely just a highway monster, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get it on the road today. So the only thing he has done to it so far is he's taken the muffler off. It's not the best looking thing in the world, but hey, it gets the job done. Balling on a budget. Let's get that cold start for you guys. Ooh, that dash looks amazing. All right. It's got a little single cylinder in it. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Let's see. So this is the 2023, so it's got all the bells and whistles, ABS, traction control. It's got more stuff than I even know what to deal with or do. But here, let me get around here. It's a gorgeous bike. I love this orange. It is just gorgeous. This front end, man, look at that. Just looks gorgeous. Now he took his like mirror things off, so just ignore that. I don't know. He's kind of doing Frankenstein. I don't know what he's doing, but there's that dash. His brights are on. How do I turn that off? I have no idea. Oh, that's how you turn the brights on and off? Okay. We're going to learn together, guys. This is going to be fun. Let's just give it just a little bitty rev. That sounds pretty good. All right, let's get this thing out on the road. All right. On the road again. Let's see. Oh, man, that thing just... No wobble, no shake. No, nothing. That's beautiful. That's 2023 for you. My bike is all over the road. Ooh, speed bump. All right, initial impressions. Man, this thing is light. 365 pounds wet. The mic is right in my mouth, so this is going to be real loud for you guys. I'm sorry. Ooh, that clutch is light. I'm not the biggest fan of how light that clutch feels, but when you're only dealing with 27 horsepower, or 27 foot-pounds of torque, 40-something horsepower... Let's see, 45. Yeah, this thing is definitely a 400. To preface, I am 6'4", 240 pounds, give or take, depending on what I eat and how I'm feeling. But so I'm a little big for this bike, and I am used to, I daily ride a CBR 1000, so I'm used to like quadruple the horsepower and torque. But with that being said, this thing is still a blast to ride. Like, yeah, if the only roads you ride are straight line, like in a straight line, just going through the gears, like, yeah, it's not gonna be very fun. But if you live anywhere where there's any kind of back roads or anything, this bike is like perfect for that. It's so flickable. It's got a small little rear tire on it. You can just throw this thing around and it just takes it and begs for mercy, begs for more, if you will. All right, we're gonna go left here. Oh, that's a nice Toyota. Oh, is that candy apple red? That clutch feel, I'm pretty sure it's a hydraulic clutch, and it is just so light and you have no idea. Oh yeah, let's hear a scream. You see, I got up to like 60. So I mean, oh man, my shirt's flapping in the wind. Oh man, this thing it eats up a turn though. It handles so well. My friend who owns this bike, he actually raised the clip-ons a little bit, so it's a little bit more upright of a position. But see, let's put this thing in fits. Got a little bit more of an upright position, kind of more like a 650 or something like that, like more upright ergonomics. But man, it's still like, it's not an uncomfortable bike. The seat on the RC390 is absolute dog piss. It is just so bad. It's really uncomfortable. On a track, it'd be perfect, but if you're not tracking this thing, if you're new to riding and you're just getting a beginner bike, you're getting an RC390 or a 400 or whatever, any 400 style bike, I feel like this is going to be the most like aggressive of the 400 class. It's definitely the most like ready to race. Okay, hold on. I got to do that. Oh, I had to put this button in. All right. Oh man, man, it goes right up that hill. But no, so like, yeah, if you're getting on this and if you look at this at a dealer and you see the ready to race, oh, hello. Oh, those brakes. Oh man, I didn't even grab the front. That's all rear. That's beautiful. Oh, go. So, if you're at the dealer and you see this bike and you see the ready to race and you're going, oh man, that's me, I'm ready to race. Don't expect to be racing anybody, okay? Don't expect to be racing the school bus next to you. You're probably gonna lose. But that being said, that is not what this bike is designed for. This bike is designed to take a turn at your limit. And man, does it do that. Talking about taking turns while I'm going in a straight line behind this Alexis. Oh man, I love my test reviews. This is great. So, the power band is very 600-ish. So it's got a 10,000 RPM red line. But when you're only dealing with like 44 horsepower, 43 horsepower, 27 foot-pounds of torque, you got to really give this thing the beans to get it to open up, because it's got nothing down low. You know, I mean, you could probably run a faster like 0 to 30 if you're fit. So just cruising around. Just cruising around. I mean, it cruises. I say that, take that with a grain of salt. I mean, it cruises around town a little bit. But where this bike really shines is a back road without traffic, without this Toyota. It just, man, it just goes into a turn and it's so light. It does it before you even think. It flicks in so well. I mean, it's such a light motorcycle, right? 180 rear tire. Let me move my phone out of the way. You can see this dash. There you go. So man, you got your ABS, your MTC, no idea what that is. Your battery voltage, the date, your trip A, trip B, fuel gauge. I love that orange on the white. It's so pretty. Very easy to downshift too. I don't like how light the clutch is. I keep saying that, but I like having some form of clutch feel. You can kind of feel with the bite point and everything, and when it's so light, it's hard to know what the bike is doing in front of you. But for a new rider that hasn't experienced what a heavy clutch feels like, this is going to be perfect. So, oh my goodness, this thing handles so well. Now, from my perspective of riding a leader bike, my bike is about 430 pounds wet. And, oh, that's a big ass church. 430 pounds wet, and it feels more planted in this than this does in a turn because of how light this bike is. This bike kind of has a mind of its own a little bit. Like, this bike will kind of want to turn in on its own. Like, you barely breathe on it. It kind of wants to do its own thing because of how light it is. Like my bike, my 1000, it's very planted. It only will do what you want it to do. Now, granted, it does what you want it to do to a T. I mean, it does it beautifully. But this, it kind of like, you have to watch it. You're not going to get in trouble with it. You're not going to be in danger. But it's kind of like a puppy looking around. Like, this bike's kind of like that. It's like, oh, what's that? Oh, let's go here. Oh, what we're going to do next? It's like, it's very like preppy and vibrant and just, it's excited. I think I missed my turn. I should probably turn around. But no, man, I love this bike. I mean, I think you can pick one of these up for like 5-6 grand, starter bike. I think it's gonna be great. I think if you're a brand new rider, I think something a little less like racy, race ergonomic-y, you know, all that shit. I think you should get something more like a Ninja 400 if you're gonna get a 400. Like, you already know how I feel about 400s. If you don't, then you'll have to watch my video on why I think you shouldn't get a 400. You should just jump right to a 650. But if you're a girl or something and you're like 5'1" or like 80 pounds, then like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Okay, I'm gonna turn around because I think I drove like right past where I was supposed to go, or road past, if you will. Oh, gravel. All right, let's turn this thing around here. Oh man, look at that. Oh man, that turning radius, that's beautiful. Oh man, thanks Kanye. Oh yeah. So this bike, I mean, I'm a little biased because I'm used to a 1000, but this bike, I don't think will ever scare you. I don't think you'll ever get on it and be scared. Which is honestly, that's good. For a new rider, that's very good. This bike, it's not really intimidating. I mean, riding a bike in general, if you've never ridden before, is going to be intimidating. Just on two wheels and just feeling like, I don't know, feeling weightless and feeling the wind and having cars pass you and being able to lean down and touch the asphalt when you're going 50 miles an hour, like all that shit, that's intimidating. But if you're used to riding, like you've ridden dirt bikes or some shit, like this is not going to scare you in the slightest. The power band isn't going to scare you. Sounds pretty good though. It's got like a nice, like almost like a whistle whine to it. It sounds beautiful. So with all that being said, do I recommend this bike to, let's say, like someone that's just starting out riding? Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone wouldn't recommend this bike. I think this thing's very easy to learn on, which is very, very good. I think if you're a brand new rider, I would recommend something more like a Ninja 400, something like that. This bike is faster. I'm pretty sure, like, it's, I mean, in quotes, like it's faster than all the other 400s. I don't remember. I think it is. I'll put on the screen if it is or isn't. I don't really remember. I'm almost positive that it is. It doesn't feel fast. Like, none of these bikes are gonna feel super fast. Unless you're a brand new rider, it'll feel fast for like a week or so. But I still think it, so like I'm 6'4", like 240, like 240. If you're a bigger guy and you're just starting out riding, or a bigger gal, we don't discriminate, I would start on a 650 personally. So one of my good friends, he actually rode my CBR 1000, and the fastest bike he had ridden since that, or before that, or up until that point, I should say, was the RC390, and he was fine on it, you know. But you have to be smart. You gotta have a brain in between your ears. Like if you're a dumbass, then I don't know what to tell you, dog. But he rode my leader bike, and he was fine on it, you know. And so, like, if you're a bigger guy and you're brand new to riding, a Ninja 650 is still going to be perfect, or any 650 class, R7. If you're a bigger guy and you want to get something like this, but you feel like it's going to be too slow, you're going to get tired of it, get used to it way too fast, and you don't want to dump $8,000 into a bike like this and then not want it after like a month, R7 would be a perfect bike for you. If you want to get all big ready to race and you're a new rider, that would be like the perfect motorcycle. But yeah, so I mean, that's my thoughts on it. My opinion is a little bit warped because I've been riding leader bikes for 3-4 years now. But man, this bike, one of the best handling bikes you'll ever ride. It's kind of got a mind of its own, but for me, I kind of like that. It's not too fast, not too slow for a new rider, but you will get used to this bike very fast. Now, if you're new to like track days, if you want to get a bike to really learn the fundamentals of how to ride at the track and how to become a really good rider, this is a very, very good beginner track bike. This bike would probably beat on most of the bikes there if you know what you're doing. This bike is it's very race focused. So that's why I say, or I recommend like a Ninja 400, something like that, or an R3, or something like that if you're into the more racy shit, but you don't want to be too racy, because this got all the bells and whistles, and this is pretty expensive too. I'm more of a marketplace guy myself. I don't really like dealers because I don't really like getting but yeah, so other than that, it's been your boy Ocean Super, and I got a lot of videos coming out for you guys in the future, upcoming days, upcoming weeks, so be looking out for them. All right, thanks guys, see ya.